with gin joints and...
Too busy living.
I watched sea beams.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Okay, so there are 4 reasons to watch Miss Congeniality. They are Sandra Bullock.
Honey, are you a lesbian?
Dad. I wish.
And Sandra Bullock.
Your pageant identity.
Gracie Lou Freebush.
Yeah, I remember you liked that name.
Yeah, well, my IQ just dropped 10 points.
And yes, Sandra Bullock.
You think I'm gorgeous? You wanna date me, love me, and marry me?
And Michael Caine.
I was distracted by the half-masticated cow rolling around in your wide-open trap.
They put on some seriously good performances. This is not a serious Com-Dram, people like, say, Groundhog Day or Burn After Reading or even Deadpool. This is a one-woman vehicle for humor. It is sort of a remake on Pygmalion or My Fair Lady with Henry Higgins and Eliza Doolittle.
Say it again.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Yeah, it's a transformation piece, and Sandra Bullock, of course, plays an FBI agent, special agent named Gracie Hart, who is sort of a modern-day Columbo with hair and breasts, etc. She's disheveled, she is straightforward, and yeah, says what's on her mind. She's the smartest FBI agent in the room. She's the funniest, and she is the most slovenly.
Loves to make a splash, so his target will probably be public, like one of these outdoor prelims, maybe even the TV broadcast.
And so that sets up the whole character of this movie, where she is supposed to go into the United States pageant contest, and of course she's got to transform and she's got to be beautiful, and the movie does this well. Sandra Bullock, of course, is your sort of girl next door, funny, very down to earth, and then she's got to become this pageant contestant, and her groomer is Michael Caine. He plays a character called Victor Melling in this. He's got some great one-liners, and he's a great straight man for the role. He has that sort of English camp to him. He's probably gay in this, but everything is straight with him, so it's done really well. The contrast between him and Gracie, who says exactly what's on her mind, and is Dirty Harriet.
Dirty Harriet.
Yeah. So some great lines on all of that. The reason I say this is a fluffy farce is the FBI is not depicted in this as the FBI. The scenes with the FBI are sort of over the top. It almost comes across as a sitcom. So it's almost like the writers and the director are telling us, don't take this too seriously, folks. Okay, so if you go into the movie with that attitude, this will be fine, because it's going to strain credulity. A lot of times there are some really good scenes in this. You've already seen in the trailer, the Starbucks scene.
Official business, ma'am.
Hey, get lost.
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? All right, I would like 8 double tall lattes, 1...
And that plays out even more, and it's funny throughout that whole scene. And you've seen the one where she's answering a question at the pageant pageant from Stanley Fields, played very nicely by William Shatner.
World peace. World peace. World peace.
Harsher punishment for parole violators, Stan. And world peace.
Yeah, that's really funny. It's really good. And then there's one that's not in the trailer with her having weapons in her dress.
Take these.
No armored car?
That would be in my other dress.
Yeah, how about that one-liner from Victor Mellon, also just terrific. He's got those all through the movie, fantastic. And then there's a nice little sort of connection scene where she actually connects with the feminine side, her feminine side a little bit, and the ladies at the pageant.
Very honored. And moved. And truly touched.
So those are good scenes, and then there's just there's scenes that just sort of strain credulity, like her fighting with another a male FBI agent, played by Benjamin Bratt. The agent's name is Eric.
I'll take that bet.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen. But you know, we're supposed to again strain credulity. And then the one that you've seen in the trailer with her jumping off a stage because she sees a Texas man with a gun.
Get ready.
Gun! Gun! Everybody down!
For the new face of the FBI.
Yeah, she would know, just like the pageant director played by Candace Bergen, I think it is, Kathy Morningside. She says they all have guns in Texas.
Of course he had a gun. This is Texas. Everybody has a gun. My florist has a gun.
And of course, an FBI agent would know that. She wouldn't jump off the stage. So it's just silly. But if you could kind of suspend your mind a little bit, it is funny. And the directing on that scene, by the way, is really nice. And then there's another sort of bad scene, but you know, another one that strains credulity, where all the mayhem goes down at the pageant, and yeah.
She stands for all that's good.
Okay, it's a bit much, but you know, the whole thing on this movie is, as I said at the beginning, is it's sort of a farce, and if you stay with that in mind, it plays well. But let me get back really briefly. And by the way, there's no plot spoilers in this. And in fact, in this whole reaction, I'm going to do something I hardly ever do. And that is, I'm not even going to go do a deep dive into the movie with plot spoilers, because it's a farce movie. And so it just doesn't, in my perspective, deserve a whole lot of study. Whether it's phenomenal or not very good, it's just a regular sort of commercial type of movie. But let me get into sort of Sandra Bullock's performance in this. She does a wonderful job of delivering her one-liners. She really channels her sort of inner Carol Burnett with sort of an acid tongue.
Beth is an undergrad at Vassar. She's doing a paper on law enforcement. I'm going to help her get an inside look.
And I bet she'll do the same for you.
And then deadpan delivery.
Towards heaven.
And when she gets there and he takes one look at that fake rack, he's going to send her right back.
And outrageous expressions.
So how you doing, huh? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Well, you're starting early today, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna get chip-faced.
And pratfalls. I think she trips at least 3 times in this movie.
Polly.
I'm armed. Don't mess with me. Ooh, jeez. I'm fine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, those are funny, and she just does a wonderful job with all of that. And just a couple of really sort of minor things with it, and I guess, again, suspending belief or disbelief, is the ladies in the pageant are not pageant pretty. They're all about like Sandra Bullock, which is pretty. So I don't know if they did that on purpose so that she wouldn't stand out, that she would fit in with the other pretty girls, but not pageant pretty. But frankly, I think it would have been kind of interesting if they could have found 49 other contestants who were really strikingly pageant pretty. And she was sort of the sore thumb. And the only way she could keep getting through the pageant would be with her talent and her humor. I think that would have been a nice play on this and gave it a little bit more depth also. Because this movie does not have depth. There's no depth. Now, that said, if you go along with the farce of it and with her one-liners and everything else and her transformation, there are some scenes at the end of this movie that kind of bring sort of tears to your eyes about 2 or 3 times, and I gotta admit they got me. And one of them involves her groomer, Victor, and a couple other ones involve the other ladies. So I will say that. But you will laugh many times in this movie, no doubt about it. Gracie is wonderful. Sandra Bullock is wonderful. And also, I just want to do a shout out to Miss Rhode Island on this. Heather Burns plays Cheryl Fraser. She is simply delightful. She and Gracie become friends, and I just loved her every time she got on the screen. She's that one in the trailer that answers that question by the pageant, one of the pageant hosts, William Shatner, Stanley Fields, about describe your best date, and I think she says April 25th.
Perfect date.
I'd have to say April 25th.
It's a groaner. Oh my goodness. Anyway, how that plays out with the other girls and her afterwards is sort of interesting also, and I thought they did a good job with that and with her character. So I'm not going to give away any plot spoilers on this. I just want to say that if you want a lighthearted little thing and you want your popcorn and your Skittles or whatever and just want some light entertainment with a great central performance by Sandra Bullock in her transformation and what she says, well then watch this movie. I'm going to give it 6 popcorns out of 10. The reason it doesn't go higher is because there's just no drama, no realistic drama on this to sort of counterbalance the farcical nature of it. That would have been nice, giving it a little bit more sort of oomph. But I'm also not going to go lower because there's standout performances by Sandra and Michael Caine especially, and by Heather Burns as Cheryl. So yeah, I'm going to give it 6 popcorns, and I do recommend this movie. Enjoy it, have some fun, and I'll catch you soon back at the movies. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.